Hello, and welcome to the fiery depths of hell. It's your boy, Dmeraki, living it, and today we are playing Date Everything. And yesterday was FNAF. Last time we played this, we talked to Stella, Celia, and fuck, I forgot her name. Whatever. We talked to the floor. And I messed up because I need 60 poise. So we're gonna continue trying to figure out this crap. But first, as always, we gotta talk to the Maggie transaction.
What would you like to do?
Give me the freaking poof arm.
You got with this. If you collect 100 common boots of true presence.
Blah 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 bitty blah.
Like
Blah blah blah.
I'll take you got with this. If you
Alright.
collect 100 common boots of true presence. Good. What would you like to do?
Alright. Who is all that on the phone?
Fidgets with his sack of loot, not quite meeting your gaze.
Oh, those were my kids. I apologize for having them on the call while on duty. That is.
I feel like we did this before. It's okay, Bucky. I was just curious.
Well, I guess I could file this under unspecified break time. What do you want to know?
What kind of things do you like to do with your
When
kids
we're
together?
We get into all kinds of trouble. Finger painting, bird watching, oh, and talking about what kinds of concepts they want to be when they grow up.
Who's your favorite kid?
I've got no favorites. They are all equally legendary in my book. Anything else?
Who is your wife?
Oh, she's great. Anything else?
Okay. How can things have children?
Well, there's some science stuff and thing theory I'm not up to date on, but just like how each of us represents one thing in existence, kids in the object world become new things that haven't been invented or discovered yet.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You must be fairly young yourself then, as a microtransaction.
Fairly young and robust, I might say.
Well, that is very correct. You are very robust.
I was born from my parents, Roland the Roulette Wheel and Addie Addiction.
Oh. That doesn't sound good.
My mom has a ton of offspring.
You don't say. Can we talk about her?
No. Anything else?
Okay! Mom issues! Good to know.
I have 3 kids, Michaela, Marco, and Mickey.
Oh, that's so cute.
Anything else? Okay, enough of all this. I gotta get back to work. What would you like to do?
Just saying I
always love saying hello. Hello! I love saying that.
Alright, Dorian.
Dorian, for once, does not stand in your way. Perhaps even he knows there's no sense in blocking bathroom access.
Well, yeah, if I gotta go, I gotta go.
The first floor bathroom. One of the more relaxing places, if I do say so myself.
If you do say so yourself. First floor? That's downstairs.
Oh, you Yanks are all the same. This is the first floor, the premier etage. Downstairs is the ground floor, because it's on the ground.
Oh, it does make sense.
Of course it does. Everything that exists stateside is better thought out where I came from. In here resides Barry Styles, your beauty supplies, and Mia, the mirror, and Rebel, the rubber ducky.
I hear a lot of people do not like her.
What can I do for you?
Tell me about Barry.
Barry is a great bloke. Always
Ugh.
happy to lend a hand however he can. Careful though, He might be fragile on the inside and not show his hand. You might not know where you stand with him until it's too late.
What do you mean I should be careful?
Barry has problems with his memory, and while he may put a smiling face on it, he does need to have a welcoming ear from time to time. What can I do for you?
I don't know what that means, but sure. Tell me about Amir.
He'll reflect back on you what you want to hear, or at least what he thinks you want to hear. He's handsome enough, sure, and sometimes he believes that looks are all that matter. For me, in my position, I can already see 5 of me, not counting the reflection in the mirror. That's more than enough self-reflection for this door. What can I do for you?
Tell me about Rebel.
They are, rowdy.
You seem to use understatement a great deal. Okay, sounds kind of fun.
Just make sure there are no adults peeking over your shoulder when you talk to them. What can I do for you?
I've heard enough.
I've said enough.
Okay, buddy. Dude has a lot of attitude. Let's go back to Henry Hoove, who is right here. You're not... Oh, there we go. Hi, Oof, how's it going?
It goes better than I could ever have imagined. I am empty, and yet so full. My world once seemed so small, confined by what was in my bag, my usual routines. And now it seems that everything is open to me. I have so much space.
Hell yeah!
Space for fun, space for work, space for curiosity.
Even space for love?
I finally have room in my heart. And after what we've already shared, I think I could love you. What do you say you and I go somewhere private?
Yes. I'd love nothing more, Hoove.
I've got all the time in the world, and I want to spend it by your side. Let's start right now.
Yeah! Yeah!
You're the only attachment I'm really attached to.
Fuck yes, Hoove. Damn, we're really getting good on empathy. Still hasn't changed, though. Let's see what his unique thing is.
Let's suck up some hearts together.
He did a little jiggy jig. Little jiggy jag. Who else did I Oh yeah, I was talking to Bodhi. But he needs smarts. And I do not have the smarts. So to avoid that... God. Some of these characters, it's gonna be hard to figure out what they need, and then I'm gonna have to reset, and then do a bunch of love routes again, and then get back to that person. I felt like I should have reset on Bodhi because he needed the 50 smarts, and obviously I do not have that. So, okay, let's talk to the magnifying glass. Maybe she can help. Why am I a suspect? Maybe she can help with the smarts.
I'm hard at work on my current case. I've been hoping for a breakthrough. Sometimes I get so wrapped up that I start seeing everyone through the lens of a mystery.
Are you really a detective?
I am Maggie M. Glassbury at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've acquired a modest reputation as a result of some of my previous work.
What are a couple of your best-known cases?
Maggie puts her hands on her hips. positively radiating pride.
Why, it was I who solved the mystery of the missing sock.
I can already tell that she's gonna love talking about herself. That was you?
A brief interview with the Stackables and a chat with Dirk was all it took to sort that case out. The sock was in the depths of Harper's hamper.
I'm glad someone got to the bottom of it.
I also cracked the caper of the self-generating dust rabbits.
That's who I need to talk to next. Really? Where do they all come from?
Static electricity. It causes particles to accumulate around pieces of hair. Your hair, to be exact. They form undisturbed, indead air pockets. That's why they hang out under the couch.
Okay. My hair, you say?
It matched
Like I have a
and I
dog.
ruled out every other possibility. By the power of deductive reasoning, I determined that you were in fact the culprit.
No getting around you, I see.
I pride myself on that.
What mystery are you trying to solve?
Lately, I've been taxing my lens to the utmost on a very interesting case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of a mysterious love letter.
Love letter.
It was delivered to Dorian last night.
I'm gonna guess it was, what's the key's name? Whatever. I'm guessing it was the key. Tell me more.
At approximately 2 a.m., an unknown suspect dropped off a letter for Dorian. Upon opening it, Dorian discovered that it carried clear romantic intent. That is to say, it was asking him out. It described how his protective yet gentle presence had won over the writer's heart.
Oh.
If interested, he was to write back as soon as possible.
But?
Here's the catch. The letter wasn't signed with a name, just a monogram. Though he might be hesitant to admit it, Dorian was quite taken by the letter. He isn't certain whether he wants to write back until he knows more.
Interesting. Okay. If you'd be open to it, I'd love to help.
You would?
Yeah, let's get into it.
I've never worked with anyone else before, but I think this could be good for the case.
Whatever it takes to romance you. Why not start by giving me whatever clues you have?
The case is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of clues. First of all, the paper the note was written on was somewhat interesting.
Okay.
Second, although the letter wasn't signed, it did have a single initial on it.
And that would be?
Finally, I think Dorian might have a clue for us.
Let's start with the paper. What makes it
I
interesting?
have it here. Semi-transparent and very thin.
And it has a M on it.
It doesn't seem like ordinary paper at all.
I'm not Oh, what should I do here? Oh, it tastes do. Let's... That's the only one that's gonna, like, not destroy the letter. Let's taste it.
Taste it? If you say so.
She carefully dabs a corner of the paper against her tongue.
And it would also get it wet, too.
How interesting. It's edible and tastes slightly starchy.
Like rice?
What else should we try with the paper?
Okay, before any of these, let's see what other clues we've got.
What should we look at next?
What initial?
A stylized letter M.
A first initial?
Seems likely. What should we look at next?
Let's have a chat with Dorian.
Hello there, you two.
Good to see you, Dorian. I've enlisted our friend here to help solve the case of the mystery letter.
Splendid idea.
Can you repeat what you said to me earlier? About the smell you noticed?
Right. Well, when I first opened the letter, I caught the faintest whiff of what I think was truffle. Strange, no?
Truffle. Could it have been something else?
Truffle happens to be one of my favourite flavours. The association between the forest-dwelling fungi and my own wooden provenance bring back fond memories. Anyhow.
We're using our brains!
Good luck. Let me know if you happen to figure out who it was from. I'm not one for love, but I am one for truffles. And friendship.
Fuck you, you'll love me.
What should we look at next?
Oh god, I think I know who sent the letter.
Narrowed it down to 4 suspects.
Who'd you narrow it down to?
Penelope, Mitchell Lynn, Matteo Monta, and Freddie Yeti. Who do you think it was?
I mean, we're going with M's, so we can cancel these 2 out. We're just gonna go with the first M. I don't know Mitchell, but it's gotta be him.
Wait a minute. I think you might just be right.
Please let me be right.
The stylized letter M is his signature. The smell Dorian noticed makes sense now, and the paper. It's gotta be rice paper. You did it. You helped me crack the case without even knowing the suspect at all.
Yeah! I'm smart! Not really. The least I could do, Maggie. Guessing is my strong suit.
I'm impressed. Now I'm even more excited for the next time we meet.
Yeah, we got the start of something here.
Let me just go and let Dorian know that his secret admirer has been discovered. Hey, before I go, I was wondering, would you like to have a cup of tea with me sometime? As a date, I mean.
Yes! Maggie, I would love nothing more.
Maggie lets out a girlish squeal.
Yeah! That is actually adorable.
Amazing. Oh, yes.
That's cute. Okay.
Calm down, Maggie. The human could still be a suspect of any sort.
I mean, I am, aren't I not?
See you again soon, compatriot in crime.
See ya. Alright. I thought that would help us with some smart... Bodhi? 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 The frick did Bodhi go? Anyway, Dust... There it is. Dust Bunny!
Well, say howdy, honey. Don't you look nice today?
Don't you? Let's go with the first one. Hi, Dolly. Thanks. I've been working on my style.
I can tell.
What have you been up to under here?
Oh, you know, just catching up on some reading. Some novels, a bit of light research.
Wait, research? What kind of research?
Mostly abiological history. You know, when dust first started settling and forming into bunnies, historical data, that sort of thing.
Who knew that there could be a history of dust?
Also parsing through archaeological research. Mite morphology, translating timeless, tarnished texts. The basics.
Sounds like you're a real academic.
That's right. I'm tenured at DIRT, the Domestic Institute of Research and Technology.
That's actually really smart that they came up with that. I love that.
I've been teaching there for, oh gosh, I finished my first PhD 8 years ago.
Oh, shoot. Dang, girl. You smart.
Plus, my time as a PTI during my master's, so 114 years?
Wow, that's really impressive.
Well, thank you, sugar. I worked pretty dang hard at it.
Glad to hear you were so successful. I wouldn't say the first one,
Blood, sweat, and tears, let me tell ya.
because that first one might get her to hate me.
Others were already judging me based on my looks. Why not own it?
See? See? Do not say the first one.
And get paid for it, too.
You mean you're a model?
That's right. I was Miss May in the latest edition of Play Bunny magazine.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm gonna screenshot that. No, I'm not. That is not gonna be the thumbnail for this video. Congratulations, or can I have a look at the inside? Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you've conquered media and academia? What's next?
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure. I suppose, well, what any dust is looking for. Love, friendship.
I'm so attracted to you right now.
Maybe not be so on the nose with it next time. Yeah.
God damn it!
Let me be 100% honest with you. I may put myself out there, but work keeps me pretty busy. I don't meet that many new folks, especially humans.
Okay.
I'm very selective about who I spend my time with.
Okay.
And what few others I can let in.
Okay. Take me! Let in?
That's right. I keep myself hidden for a reason. Don't be too forward with me. I don't like it. Why don't we join back up here after a while and try our hand at a proper rendezvous?
Okay, she doesn't like confrontation. And she doesn't like people judging her based off her looks. Keep that in mind for next time. How should I dress?
Maybe something that can handle getting dirty. You let me worry about the details. All you have to do is show up.
I'll be there.
See you around.
Alright, so we didn't really fuck up with that. It's fine. We're fine. We don't have any more. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a text from the boss or, like, anyone, really. Like, I would think Sam would have texted me. Or Tinfoil. Yeah, it's weird that they haven't talked to me in a long time. Alright, well, we're keeping this short today. I got stuff to do, so I'm just trying to get all my recordings out. That's all for this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow social media down below, hit that notification bell icon if you want to keep watching my content, and don't forget to follow my partners page where they do art. So if you want an artist for commission, there they are. I'll see you later, creatures of the dark.